This new game from Obsidian is more or less their take on a Skyrim-like game, and since The Elder Scrolls 6 apparently isn't coming out in our lifetimes, it's nice to have an alternative to play. But to be honest, I went through a roller coaster of emotions during my time with Avowed. I played via a review code from Xbox, and maybe this game just doesn't make a good first impression, but I really didn't enjoy the first few hours of the game, like at all. You're immediately thrown into a complex fantasy world that's in the midst of turmoil. There's a mysterious plague, political powers being thrown around, there's all this deep lore. They put a lot on your plate and just expect you to care. But to me, those first few hours of the game don't really have a good hook, a reason to make the player actually want to dissect the lore and to see the story unfold. Honestly, I thought about just calling it right there, but I did want to see if it eventually got good, so I kept going. As I played, I discovered that I really enjoyed the combat, especially as I got better weapons and experimented with loadouts that better fit my playstyle. I found it to be super dynamic and diverse. You can cast magic, there are one-handed and two-handed weapons, you have special abilities on cooldown timers, and you can command your allies to trigger their special abilities too. I enjoyed the combat so much that I just never stopped playing, and surprisingly, by the end, I was even a little invested in the story and the decisions that I had to make. Avowed is definitely rough around the edges, and it's far from my favorite fantasy RPG that I've ever played, but I do think that it genuinely has one of the best combat systems in the genre. The story and the lore never fully clicked with me, but if it does for you, I could see this being a game that's really solid just overall.